We end this week with something a little bit different. Steve Oda and Ty Burhoe have spent decades studying under the tutelage of the greatest musical gurus in India. And where are you guys actually from?
I'm from San Francisco.
Hold on a second. How come I can't hear him?
Get the backstage mic.
San Francisco?
Yeah, I'm from San Francisco, Bob.
Okay. And you?
Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah.
That's pretty far from India, isn't it? You guys,
depends.
you guys went there like George Harrison and the Beatles did. And were you studying spirituality and music together, or just music?
Steve?
I was studying music, but I've only been to India a couple times. Mainly I learned in San Francisco.
And,
Wow.
Yeah, same with me. Actually, some of the greatest of the Indian maestros moved to the U.S. back in the 70s. And so we're very lucky to be white guys studying with the real dudes.
Do they have a quota of how many white guys there are?
They should.
Equal opportunity.
Yeah.
And you guys play.
Well, I beg to differ. I'm not exactly white, but
White enough.
kind of.
Don't say we didn't.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, so tell me what attracted you to Indian music. You, Ty, you play the hardest instrument. That looks like. How do you say it again?
Steve.
It's Steve, and I
you're
play
Steve.
the Sarode. It's a 25-string fretless lute. And yeah, the reason I got into it was really to be able to express my feelings musically.
Okay. Is it that hard to learn? As hard as it looks like?
Yes.
It's like a
It's
guitar
harder.
and a banjo mated with some other, like a harpsichord.
Like
I
a
don't know
slide guitar. It's like a slide
It is?
guitar.
Okay. It's amazing stuff, and the sounds. It has drone sounds, and it has individual picking.
Right.
In fact, the guitar. Right. It is just. It never is entirely quiet, is it?
This instrument is, but the thing that you hear in the background is constantly going. It's called a tanpura.
Tanpura. Okay. And Ty, you apparently play an incredibly easy instrument that's hardly worth using.
Yeah, I picked the easiest possible instrument for myself.
Percussion. But those drums don't sound like ordinary drums. They make weird sounds.
They're like
What was the
tonal.
origin of that?
Well, actually, it was war drums where they applied a dough to the drum head to make it resonate lower and longer. So these drums have that technology on them.
Just hit a note for me and show us. That's one sound.
Sustain, yeah.
So they're very tonal.
But there's only two drums.
There's only two drums, but they make a lot of noises.
So it depends where you put your hand.
Yes.
And like you sort of, sometimes you're on the side, and sometimes you let it ring, and sometimes you stop it.
Wow, you're amazing.
Oh, I only know very little.
And Ty,
I know enough to pretend like I know something. That's all
Ty's
I
the
know.
go-to guy for tabla drums for other recording artists. I mean, when the time comes for
Would
some
you play
tabla.
tabla with us with the Impalers sometimes?
I would love to. I already have in my dreams.
Would you
but-
haul that huge thing on stage too, Steve?
Absolutely.
We gotta
My
do some-
pleasure.
We got to do some Indian music.
The
Remember when
Impalers.
Ravi Shankar opened for George Harrison and he's tuning up and the whole band is just tuning and tuning and tuning and the crowd goes nuts and he's like, all of you enjoyed the tuning, we hope that you enjoyed the performance even more. I mean, like a standing ovation for tuning up.
All right, guys, I'm going to crank the level here, so hopefully this little goofy thing doesn't kick us off the air again. Let's get the locations of where you're playing this weekend. No, we have an updated list from this gentleman over here.
Thank you.
Where can guys see?
And this is John
Steve,
Crane,
talk.
who's producing the little tour.
These shows on. Our first show tonight is on Vashon Island, and that is at the Jewish Center, the Vashon Havre up on West Side Highway. And then tomorrow night we're on Bainbridge Island. We rent at Grace Church up on Day Road. And then we also got a workshop in the morning that day at 11:30.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
And then
here they are.
Port Townsend
Oops, never mind.
on Sunday on the 23rd.
Okay,
We'll
guys,
get those all
We're
in.
not done yet.
It's going to be a busy weekend. I'll tell you what, if you missed any of those and you want to see these guys, just go to our website, bobrivers.com. And here they are, Steve Oda and Ty Burhoe. Catch these guys, Steve Oda, Ty Burhoe. They're on our website, bobrivers.com, along with their schedule for the whole weekend.
Hash pipe.